Hey, Chase here, talking to you today about the Sitka Arrowhead WWP jacket. This thing's got a lot going on, so let's dig into it. So because this jacket has so much going on, let's go over some of the sort of broad spectrum details, and then we'll go from the hood down to the bottom to go through all the features that this jacket has. Starting off, this is a ripstop with DWR coating. So basically that means that it is a nylon polyester weave that is also incorporating the Gore-Tex technology and ripstop, and it has DWR, which is durable waterproofing. So this is a hard shell ripstop waterproof outer layer essentially, and it uses some very, very reputable, high quality fabrics to achieve that goal. That's the overall sort of scheme here in the design for this WWP jacket. As a note, it comes in black, lead, and in multicam, and as an added feature in multicam, it does meet NIR, or near infrared compliant standards for the United States military. In addition, all of these jackets are Berry compliant. So that's US sourced materials and it's US made. Now that is going to be reflected in its total price, of course, but you get what you pay for here. This is an extremely feature rich jacket. So let's get into those features. So like I said, let's start at the hood. This is a fixed adjustable hood. What does that mean? It means that it has a maximum fixed size. It does not have any stretch material in here for things like putting it over a helmet or anything like that. However, it does have a high degree of adjustability if you're in extremely windy or cold conditions, especially if you're static. Being able to use these different barrel locks and the elastic shock cord that is all over the side and back of the hood will allow this to get it extremely tight around the head, so that you can cut off as much wind to your face as possible. And the zipper does come all the way up. Speaking of the zipper, all the zippers on this jacket have the double sealing liner so that you are able to, when zipped, take extremely high volumes of water directly onto the jacket, and the zippers will not leak. So that's great, especially if you need to keep mission essential gear in these upper pockets, which we're going to talk about next. So the WWP jacket comes with a variety of pockets, and they're very well thought out. So if you're using this under something like a plate carrier, you're going to have access to the arm pockets as well as the hook and loop on the sleeves for your IR and thermal marking patches. However, if you're using it in more of a recce setup, you'll with a chest rig, you'll be able to access these chest zip pockets as well. And of course, if you order this in a larger size so you can wear it over your kit, you'll have access to all the pockets, including the internal non-watertight but elastic pocket if you want to keep something close to the body. It needs to stay warm, something like that. So starting with the arm pocket, it is of course sealed, and it's going to be big enough for most of your GPS, smaller folded map, spare magazine, you know, Twinkies, Snickers bars, whatever pogey bait you want to have in there. The chest zip pocket is much larger. This is going to accommodate probably most of your full-size maps, probably even a small tablet, something like that. And again, like I said, they're sealed, and they're really easy to do one-handed. So that's one of the important things when you're wearing a jacket, whether it's cinched at the bottom or not. You want to be able to access these without a whole lot of resistance, because most likely, especially if you're in some sort of environment where you may need to do something else with some of your hands, being able to use one hand to access your pockets is super important, and you can do that with all these zippers. Jacket also comes with the mechanical vent, so you can unzip almost the entire side of the jacket in order to cool down, and that goes straight through. And that is on both sides of the jacket, so it goes all the way up into the armpit, where obviously humans tend to retain a lot of heat. Next, we're going to talk about the bottom of the jacket and closure. All right, so let's talk about the bottom of the jacket. So this jacket does have adjustable hem closure. So obviously the hem of the jacket, it has two separate bungee and barrel locks so that you can completely tighten the jacket up if you're doing something like static work. So you're sitting somewhere, it's cold, it's wet, it's rainy, it's snowy, and now I can get the bottom of the jacket all sucked up around my waist so that I'm not losing any additional heat. And that's nice because being cold sucks. One thing I do also want to point out is the labeling system. So if this is going to be an issued item, then obviously everyone's going to have the same thing, and so being able to write in on the actual internal, very nicely attached and sealed label who this jacket belongs to, mitigates any kind of confusion and arguments over whose jacket is whom's. Furthermore, if we look at the inside of the jacket, you can see the amazing detail and care that went into the design. All of these sew lines and stitching is sealed once, twice, often overlapping with multiple different seals. And that just goes to show you the quality that you're paying for in this Sitka Arrowhead, just the entire product line. So it's one of those things, a lot of times you use a jacket for a little while and then it's more water resistant than waterproof. That's not going to happen here. Yes, this is a premium item. It does come with a premium price tag. However, the performance is honestly probably going to be generational. This is the kind of stuff that when you buy it, you buy once, cry once, and this is performance materials, performance design, performance product made for people who demand the best, and that's what this is. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this interesting, informative. If you want anything from Sitka Arrowhead, you can always find it on US Elite Gear. That is us-elitegear.com. Train hard, live free. See you next time.